Let me introduce myself. Hey, my name is Tasha, but I go by Sarita Bonita. And I'm just a young girl that see life in a different pair of eyes. Where I still believe in love. I still believe in, just the greatness in life, even through the struggles. And I'm just here to help you see the same thing. So I hope you enjoy. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Isha T on the Isha T Podcast Show, and I'm back with another mother freaking message. Work it, let me twerk it. If you gotta, let me work. Yeah, okay, let me quit playing so much, okay? Anyway, because I don't know none of the words. That's the Missy Elliott song, though. Anyways, Grand Rising, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good rising. Right, what's up? What it do, right? So it's your girl, HT on the HT Podcast Show, friend. And I got something to say real quick. And I want you to really sit down and think, friend. Every time me and you have these conversations, friend, I want you to really, 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 before you get in your ego, do me a favor. When you watch my pages and when I had these videos, set your ego down. Okay? And hear me out real quick, right? And I need you to get in your thinking spot. And I just want you to sit there and I want you to hear exactly everything I'm saying, right? Even if you're on your way to work, wherever you at, baby. You get what I'm saying? Have you ever noticed, even if you watch things, if you watch people, if you done seen in your life, but have you ever noticed every time you get an inch of fulfillment, an inch of just gratitude, you're finally okay with, your little fruits you do got, you get what I'm saying? Or, you just find an energy of peace or happiness. Have you ever noticed that the devil be like this? You like, who is it? And sometimes he be hidden in a lover. He could be in your love life. He can be through your family. He can be through your friends. He gonna come to either a familiar face or a familiar spirit. You get what I'm saying? It could be a different person with a similar spirit on him. And friend, I used to think like, and you're gonna always, the enemy love to plot on you, friend. He love to plant seeds. You thinking, oh, well, I'm good and my people around me. And then, boom, as soon as you start trying to sin, they crab in a bucket. They yanking your ass back down to misery land. You get what I'm saying? To remind you, to overly humble you. I used to think that, damn, why me? You get what I'm saying? You would think something wrong with you. Yeah, I got flaws. Just like when I tell you, friend, and I say I got flaws a lot because I know I got flaws. But there is nobody I ever met in my life that didn't have plenty of them too, friend. You get what I'm saying? And when I say that, I'm not comparing myself to other people. But what I don't understand, the audacity of people try to overly humble you when you finally be okay and happy to be yourself. To be you, to have your little old fruit, and they can have more than you now, friend. That's for some, like even with strangers. You could be over there fresh as hell in your little FUBUs and they got on, Balenciagas or whatever. No shade about design against designer, friend. Hear me out. But they will belittle you and look down on you, friend. Or if they got a big old house and you got your little old 2-bedroom, your little 1-bedroom, you know what I'm saying? They got to, try to shitty on it with your little shit you got going on. Even if your business. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got going on. You got your own little operation, your own little small business. When I say little, I ain't trying to, offend you, friend. I'm just saying, like, that's what you looking. You like, I'm okay with my little stuff I got. Even if it's big stuff to you. You get what I'm saying? The enemy love to come in and humble you. Even if you're a pretty girl, even if you're a handsome guy, he will send you a lover that will praise the ground you walk on until you start getting some confidence, friend. You start getting some motherfucking confidence, and I'm being real with you, friend. And now all of a sudden, little Shariri and little Mike tearing your ass down. Hold on, bitch. Or he dogging you. If they can't tear you down, they dogging you out, friend. Look at all, you see it in the celebrity world. You see it in a lot of them. I know you done seen it around your friend. And it might done happen to you. You would get a lover or you would get a friend. You would have a family member. You would have a co-worker. You would have a third party. A motherfucker that wants your lover. Bully spirits that come in your life, be planted somewhere in your life. Even if it's in a stranger or people you know, they would try to come in and humble you, friend. And I used to be like, why me? Why do so many people want to see me down so much? Like, what the fuck? Why am I so, you know what I'm saying? I didn't understand it, friend. My life used to make sense. Hear me out now. And I'm not trying to make this about me, but I have to use me as an example because I don't know nobody more than I know myself. Do you get what I'm talking about, right? Hear me out. And I had to learn, friend. And when I see it, it ain't just me. And it took me a long time to realize that. You get what I'm saying? It's an entity, friend. And when you see it, that you see a lot of people. That's why a lot of people be overly humble or they be a little too braggadocious. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, then that's them the one, the enemy, you know, moving through later on. Now your head ain't got too damn big. You get what I'm saying? Now you looking down on motherfuckers. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, on a regular, like a typical person, like a just a regular person, right? And when I say regular, I'm also just saying a normal human being, just a human being, right? Just a person. Anytime you have confidence, friend, and it's so crazy. I was just watching this Terrence Howard video. I know a lot of people like to say conspiracy theories, and when you go against the grain, people look at you like, oh, I'm gonna share. Oh, we're gonna have to, you know, dissociate with this person right here. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to cut this person out. We're gonna have to move away from this person. Like when you speak up in the industry, I know this ain't about the industry, but just show me. That's why it's so much attention on the public eye. People in the public eye, friend. Right? And I heard some stuff that I know y'all ain't gonna be ready for, but they be doing spell work on the celebrities, friend. That's what I got told. That's what came to me, friend. You get what I'm saying? That's what little birdie told me. Right? Hear me out. And this will hit my intuition, friend. You know what I'm saying? And then when I notice, I'm seeing it in celebrities, I'm seeing it around other people. I see people pleasers. And it's a majority in this world that it's a lot of people unhappy because of this spiritual warfare that will be going on in this world, friend. And it's so crazy. I watched Terrence Howard, and he said, like, man, even if you got money, friend, you still a slave mentally, friend. When it's your worth, when you look at money or your materialistic gain as your worth, you get what I'm saying? And Terrence Howard said, he said they used to call a thing back in the past breaking the buck. And it's going to be real triggering for him. I want you to look at what's breaking the buck is. Because I don't even want to say it because I want to trigger you. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to let you see it on your own. But it is triggering. Especially if you're a man or you're a woman that got a son and shit like that, friend. Just imagine if it's a man they do that to. And it's so crazy because me and a friend girl was talking about this and I was crying my ass off. Because when I was hitting her with information, she would hit me with information. I was like, every time, everything I'm telling her, I'm getting down low about. She's telling me this different stuff too. And I'm just like, what? What? It's spiritual warfare, friend. It ain't just you. Do you get what I'm saying? It's the plot of the enemy, friend. Even if you don't like to believe the dark side, whatever you want to call them. If you don't believe in the enemy, it's the dark side, friend. And sometimes, that's why it go on so bad, friend, to the point. It's so many people out here that ain't healing. They ain't going within, you know what I'm saying, to heal these parent wounds, these mother wounds, and father wounds, you know what I'm saying. Whatever this is that's triggering their trauma. A lot of people done been mine. I done seen, man, when I told you I had a friend girl tell me, like, you know, they used to demasculate men. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was a plot. You know, it was a spiritual plot. Plot, for women and men to go against each other, friend. Women be mean to each other. That's spiritual warfare too, friend. You get what I'm saying? Hey, you ever noticed that, though, friend? I'm being real. I know I'm going to sound crazy, but I just want you to genuinely pay attention and go back on the time when you seen people really, or somebody try to humble a motherfucker. You like, oh, this girl was so pretty and so full of light, or this dude right here, he was doing his big one. Till he got in a relationship, or till he started hanging around certain groups of people, or certain people, or he had a certain friend, or, or whoever it is. And now they look, you know what I'm saying? Friend, it's so sad that this world go up against confidence. It's a crab in a bucket mentality. The enemy will move through people that got trauma to humble you, friend. Or people that got either self-esteem problems, which is all an illusion, is all in our mind, friend. Because I don't give a fuck you purple, black, or blue. You still beautiful, friend. And when I ask you what's the beautiful thing about you, it shouldn't be your looks. It should be your heart, friend. It should be your insides. Like, this world is so full of mean-spirited people, friend. And it's all because of the spirit. It's a spirit out here, friend, that jumping from person to person. You ain't got to never believe me. And these seeds be activated when you want more, friend. Or when you finally want to feel content in who you are. People be want to minimize you. They be want to project on you. And I can tell you about projection because because sometimes we'll think that, oh, this is just the enemy, playing tricks in my mind when trauma come back up. When that shit that you can't avoid keep coming back up in your mind, whatever you're trying to escape from mentally or emotionally. It keep coming back up for a reason, friend. So you can really look at your trauma, really look at your wounds, and really look at the people, your bruises, look at your bullets, or whatever it was, friend. Or really look at your life. And whatever moment that you're trying to avoid. You get what I'm saying? And in the midst of me going back down, a lot of painful memories, friend. Me going within, me have to really go back to childhood, friend, mentally, emotionally. And I looked at my life, friend. It just never made sense to me all my life. And it kind of made me feel so miserable. I was so depressed and sad, friend. You get what I'm saying? I was so depressed. I've been depressed a long time in my life. Because it didn't make sense. He just like, I used to be like, why me? Until I realized that I used to be projected on a lot. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even never show who I truly was. Because every time I show who I truly am, I'm getting knocked down because motherfuckers trying to overly humble me, telling me who I am. You get what I'm saying? Projecting their mindset on me. If you really listened without projecting, you would have known I've been that intelligence, friend. Even you don't like to call it that. Because people like to overly humble people. I've been different, friend. I've been unique. I've been the oddball. And people try to make me hate that about myself. Because that's what the enemy wants you to do. Because that's my gift, friend, for being different. And I'm not the only one different, friend. Everybody walking this planet is different if they allow themselves to be. But the devil tricked them out their spot. Making them hate themselves. Making them be jealous of other people that's different. Make you feel like, damn, why they got it and I don't? You do got it. You just have to find out what it is. You ain't gonna never find out what it is if you keep on comparing yourself to little Riri now. And little Timothy. You will never know who you truly are until you sit with yourself, friend. Until you find it. Because everybody I ever met, friend, ain't never been the same. And then they had the same entity on them, you know what I'm saying? Because, that's why I told you spiritual warfare. I have a certain entity that don't want to see me win in life, right? And some of us get hunted by that entity more than others do because they know that we are the unique. We are the ones. I ain't going to say we the unique ones now because we came out the womb being unique. You get what I'm saying? As in the weird one, the oddball, the underdog. The enemy know you more than you know you, friend. And I didn't understand why nobody would never accept me for who I am, friend. And it's because the entity wouldn't let them. Because the entity was jumping from each and every person that I was cool with, everybody I was connected to, he'll move through them, friend. Since I was a little girl, friend. Imagine you can be quiet. You could be minding your business and motherfuckers nitpicking at you. Every little thing. Because you are different. When really you right there to show them that it's okay to be different. They don't even know that you plotted in their life to show them that you are unique too, friend. You looking in the mirror. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people think, and it's so crazy, so many people that experience this. And they will make you feel silly because you experienced it. You might experience yours more because you are destined, friend. You got a, what I can say? You got a vision. You the one that's meant to go, you the one meant to break the generational curse. You the one meant to, go against the odds. That's why the devil really be at you when you okay with being unique, when you okay with being different. Because he tricks so many people out of it or being authentic. And that's why they don't feel abundant. Because when you are authentic, and my friend girl tell me at time, said that, hey, she told me the highest frequency is being authentic. And I had a dude try to argue me down. Well, he ain't trying to argue me down like that, but he was trying to go toe-to-toe. When I told him about, she said, it was the highest frequency. He said, no, it's love. And I thought it was love too. No, it's not. It's being authentic. That's when you are authentic, people do not like you. Or being authentic is the highest frequencies of abundance, friend. Because you have to go against the odds. The enemy really be at your throat, friend. He be really ready to slice your ass up. Do you get what I'm saying? Because the audacity to love who you are. After I done tricked so many people out they spot for not loving themselves. When they got every right to love themselves. Because why they can't love themselves? And they don't wake up to it. They just think looking at, my innocence was took from me, friend. I don't care how much trauma you done experienced in your life, friend. You able to get your innocence back. But you're going to have to fight for it. You have to fight the devil for it, friend. You have to go up against the grain for it, friend. It's so sad. Because he was sending every demon in hell towards you, friend. It ain't easy and it's sad. When you start pulling yourself apart, when you start being dancing to the own beat of your drum, friend, the odds, what they say, you get lonely at the top. The top is being authentic. When you start getting confidence, people don't like you. You have a lot of people that do like you, but you have a lot of people that try to humble you. And I never understood why so many people want to overly humble me, friend. They came after my looks. They came after my voice. They came after everything, my petite body. Me being skinny. Everything, they try to destroy me, friend. And these will be the people that's supposed to love you. Don't forget where you come from. Oh, hey, little South Memphis. Like I don't know where the fuck I come from. They don't mean that's all me, friend. And then when you start changing, people think, you switched up. No, you never knew me. You thought you did. You see what I'm saying? Because you will make these trauma bonds, thinking these real bonds, but these not bonds. Because when you start healing, the people that you making trauma bonds with are going to be the main one the entity jump on, and they're going to tear your ass down, friend. If you allow it. It will be so much gossip on you, friend. You will have so many monitoring spirits watching you, boo. Just because you choose to be you. And they go against the grain. Because the audacity. Who the fuck is you? Who the hell you think you are? That's the main thing they like to say. They don't even sound right. That's how you know they ain't nobody but the devil, friend. How the fuck you gonna have entitlement to this person? They ain't gotta be like the devil. That's why when you start breaking trauma bonds, people will really be mad at you. When you don't accept abuse as love. This conditional ass love. They love you on conditions. When you got a big heart, you get treated like shit because the enemy don't want you to know that unconditional love is healing. That he don't want you to know that self-love is healing, friend. When you start giving yourself love, and you got to find ways how to give yourself love. You want to know how to give yourself love because it's not going to be the same how you do to other people. Because they on the physical on the outside of yourself. So you have to treat yourself as you have to look at yourself in third person. That's why they say people that look at themselves in third person is narcissistic. I remember somebody gonna say that, and I was looking on somebody online. They were talking about somebody said they would say, "Well, I'm narcissistic." Then it is not narcissism. That's why when you are spiritual, they call you wicked. Or when you start learning a lot about yourself, they start calling you a witch. Everything to heal yourself, they make you thinking, oh, going to therapy means it's for crazy people. Talking to yourself is for crazy people. Looking yourself in the mirror in the eyes, talking to that inner kid is crazy people. Everything that's meant to help you, they want you to look down on, friend. We are in mental entrapment. Friend, that's a crab in the bucket mentality. That's spiritual warfare to play tricks on the mind. That's when you go against the grain, they call you crazy. They call you wicked. They call you everything but the child of the divine, friend. And most of the time, you be the child of the divine, but you just don't look like it. God don't love you. You don't look like God love you. God don't love you, you witch. God don't love you, warlock. God don't love you, you scripper. God don't love you, you Jezebel. They call you everything. That's why people, when they do got high sex drives, they are ashamed of it. You see what I'm saying? When you just hear me, some people got low sex drive and some people got high sex drive. Now, I ain't gonna say I condone and, sleeping with just sleeping with everybody because you don't know them soul ties. Sex is spiritual. And y'all gonna learn soon, friend. Man, the devil be tricking you at your spot, friend. Man, he plays so many tricks on your mind. That's why when you love yourself, people pick you apart. Hey, you notice, like for sure, like Glorilla, when they start talking about her nose and shit like that, this girl got a smaller nose. You say, I ain't gonna never let y'all, bully me into this and bully me into that. But now, friend, you done switched up your whole look. No shade, no tea. That's why you see all the celebrities changing their looks and stuff like that, friend. Every time they love who they are, they end up changing some parts of it, friend. Now I understand you get your teeth done and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because people, it is what it is, or you get your own enhancements. But are you doing it for you or are you doing it for other people? Is the question. Hold on, friend, my damn phone trying to... Moral of the story, friend. We be spiritually plot on. It's a mental thing. And when a devil can't reach you himself, he's sending other people to you. It's all spiritual warfare. It's so sad, friend, that you see it so much in our life, and we be the puppet. We really ain't escaped slavery, because slavery is spiritual, friend. When I say spiritual, as in like sometimes it's the spirit. It's in the spirit. It's like it's deeper, friend. It's not just surface level. Yeah, we might ain't slave no more, like in slavery no more. But we really still is in slavery, slavery, friend. People base their worth off their materialistic gain, friend. When their spirit is abundant. And that's why when you ever watch All Queen's Men, and you remember, I forgot his Fuego, I can't say his name right. When he he wanted to go to school, all this stuff. He didn't really care for all the other stuff that they do in the strip club. He just he go to work and go to school and mind his business. He didn't want to be in all the other stuff. Cause he was he had high hopes and he had big dreams. Whatever he wanted to do, you know what I'm saying? That ain't all he wanted to do in life. But when he didn't have no criminal record. You get what I'm saying? He didn't have all that dirt on his background. But didn't you know they were so scared of him snitching to the point that they forced something on him. They made it look like he killed his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend, and they set him up just so he won't, if he do try to go to the police, they got dirt on him, they can put him in jail. You see what I'm saying? Look at that, friend. That man ain't do nothing to deserve it. You can't get mad because that man don't want no parts of it. He don't want no crooked life. And have you ever noticed when you ain't no real true sinner all the way? A lot of us sin, of course, in different ways. But if you got a good reputation, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be bad people. I mean, people with bad reputation try to shitty on your reputation, friend. Because who the fuck you think you is? You ain't better than me. You see what I'm saying? You don't see that mentality. That ain't nobody but the fruits of the devil. And he run this motherfucker, friend. A lot of us slave. We in slavery because we slaves to the fucking devil. Do you get what I'm saying, friend? Is you hearing me clearly? We are in slavery to the enemy, friend. To the point if you move a little too much, I got your ass. I would send my slaves to hunt your ass down. Mentally. I would destroy you mentally. I would destroy your confidence. That's why it's so much bad shit be going on in the world too, friend. You ever notice every time they feel like people, they ain't moving in free enough, they getting rebellious. They dropping planes and shit out the sky, friend. The government can take whatever he want from you. They can take whatever they want from you. They just now releasing food stamps. And I know by the time y'all get this, it's gonna be a little late. Right around the holidays, friend. Kids gotta eat all type of shit. You don't see the fruits of the enemy yet. Dropping planes out the sky. You hearing about the news negative as hell. And when you tell people you don't watch the news, people looking at you crazy. But the news playing an illusion, keep us in fear mentally. And when you got an open mind, somebody will come around you with a limited mindset, plotting seeds to shitty on your dreams. Because the audacity you to go after your dreams when I can't go after mine. You can go after your dreams. But you have to face the devil. Friend, we in hell. Mentally. Spiritually. Do you get what I'm saying, friend? We in hell. This is fucking hell. We are slaves to the motherfucking enemy. It ain't about just because you go put on a dress, friend. I ain't got nothing against, church and nothing like that. Just because you religious and all that, just because you spiritual and all that, I'm just saying, friend, it take a lot of work to go up against the grain. Because when you go up against the grain, a lot of people don't like you. And sometimes they don't have no motherfucking reason not to like you. It's just the audacity because you like you. Self-love exposes fake love. That's when you start having confidence and you started being okay with the little things you do got, the little fruits you do got. People don't like you. All of a sudden, you see the people that smile in your face talking behind your motherfucking back. They think they got all that. You can be the humblest motherfucker there is. But it's projection. And if you ain't strong-minded, you will fall weak to it. Crab in the bucket. Slavery. Mental entrapment. Because people scared to go against the grain. You scared to be called a witch or a warlock. You scared to be called a demon. Or demonic because you free your soul. Have you ever watched Wicked? They couldn't use her to do their dirty work. They said she was dangerous. That she had the most purest heart there was, friend. When nobody gave a fuck, she was there. And everybody, just because her skin was green, they made her feel like she was the most ugliest thing in the world. But she was really unique. And she was gifted. And even though she might look scary, she was the most gentle, the most nicest. The most kindest. But they would never knew it because they were so busy judging her. She couldn't show who she really was because people would automatically tear her down. A lot of us been that girl in Wicked. You have to be okay. That's why you have so many people being okay with being talked about. And it's sad. People will try to destroy you, friend. It's a crab in a bucket mentality. Slavery. That's fruits of the devil. Bully spirits. And you will be so sad when you figure out who he moving through. And he will make you, I ain't gonna lie, because I was angry for a very long time, friend. I was angry for a very long time. I held resentment at people for a very long time. Grudges. And then when you want to forgive, The enemy try to make it hard for you to forgive too, friend. You keep getting reminded how much you got kicked in the fucking face. You keep on getting reminded how people treated you. So you could be scared to not go out your dreams. Friend, you gotta see I seen in my mind's eye, friend. No lie. Dead serious. When you trying to open that door, the enemy will be standing right in front of it. And he very intimidating looking. He very very intimidating. You know what I'm saying? He look very intimidating, friend. He looks scary. So you don't want to go to the door. But you don't even know when you keep on walking to that door, he ain't got no choice but to move. He's an illusion. They want you to be scared in this world, friend. So they can keep you as a puppet. That shit's sad. Just pay attention. Think on it. And I'm going to talk to you later. I love you, friend.